Welcome to the GRAPA Adobe Connect orientation. In this session, I'm going to show you how to log into Adobe Connect. Also going to show you the event calendar view. Going to show you where the content lives on Adobe Connect. Also where the meetings are kept. Also user and group management. To log into Adobe Connect, log into this URL. Username is TA@grapatel, password Chicago, secondary users teacher@grapatel.com, password Chicago. These are the two main accounts, the hosting account. For teacher@grapatel, you will see the screen and it will give you a choice for picking either MATL, AND, or Revenue Engineering Associate. Pick the first choice to log in. Next we're going to have is the calendars. Click on the top tab where it says calendar. You're going to see a weekly view and a monthly view. On the weekly view you will see all the classes that are scheduled for that week coming up. You're going to see a monthly, there's also a monthly view that shows you monthly overview of classes that are scheduled. The next tab is My Meeting. This just provides a list of everything on the calendar, just in the list view. And the third tab, Resources, we don't need that right now. Here's the meeting view, and here's the. Next, we're going to talk about the content and the location of content. You want to click Content tab, and there's a sub-menu called Shared Content. This is where the slides, videos, gimmicks, and other things that are for the class kept. Under Content, sub-menu called Shared Content. You see a list of folders here. The folder structure comes in a separate video. Next, you're going to see the tab for User Content. The folder should be empty. We do not use user content. The third tab is Meeting. The third tab is Force Recordings, and we currently don't use that either. Next, we have Meetings. So you will see a tab at the top called Meetings. You want to click on the sub-menu called Shared Meetings. This is a list of meetings that are scheduled. Alright, so the tab for Meeting and Shared Meetings. It lists one folder for every scheduled event. Event is either made up of 5 classes or 10 classes. If you go inside the event folder, you will see each row for each classes for the date and time is assigned to. For right now, you will see the Okra class scheduled for 6 days. And this is how they will show up on your calendar view throughout the week. There's also a thing called Shared Templates. Shared Templates for the host the master used to create class events. And this is the way it looks. We use Okra 3 master to create those Okra 3 classes. The next submenu is called User Meetings. User Meeting hosts the meetings that have already been held, and they are stored here for references only. Here's a list of all the old meetings that were held. Now we're going to talk about the Administration tab at the top. When you look at the Administration tab, you have options here. The biggest one is going to be Users and Groups. When you click on Users and Group, you will get to this screen here. Here you could add a user, add a group. The folders at the top represent the system groups, which are the administrators, the meeting host, administrators limited, and authors. There's a group for every training event, and all students are to put into that group. So we see an event here for Okra 3 for October 6th. There's a group created for that. To create a new user, just click on New User to manually load the student. The preferred method is to load student in bulk. This is provided in a separate training. Student could be assigned to a group by adding them to a group. Crap. Cut that out. Student could be assigned to a group by adding them in a group via the edit group screen. And this is the screen you should be on. To create a new group, just click New Group, give it a name, press Next, and assign it some users by highlighting the user and pressing Add at the bottom. This is the final page of confirmation the group is created and added. And that concludes the session for Adobe Connect.